and welcome to my channel. Today we are moving on into my craft room. So now it's time to tackle this ugly mess. As I've been cleaning the rest of it, I've been just piling stuff that needed to go in here without actually putting it where it goes because there was stuff everywhere. So I thought I'm gonna have a completely separate video dedicated to this space. This is where I DIY most of the time for my DIY channel. I also do some recording of some plan with me's at that desk. Hard to believe, but it is where it is. So I'm going to get started with putting things away. I want to declutter a couple areas and just straighten up the system that's in here that apparently is not working very well. So let's get started. So first order of business is to put everything where it goes. That's pretty much the first half an hour of my decluttering was to put everything where it goes, and anything that I felt like I wasn't going to use or I did not use in the last decorating, I really thought about it, and then I had either donated it or just threw it out because it was broken or whatnot. Like I said, this is kind of over here on the right hand side is where I store all of my decorating supplies that I use throughout the year, no matter what the season. It's just like vases, trays, and lanterns and things like that. And then I also have my big signs here as well. And then I have a lot of greenery. I find myself always cleaning up greenery. So I've kind of am dividing it into 3 different sections. There's 2 buckets of greenery that I use in my DIYs. Then there's smaller greenery that I use as fillers either on trays or in little pots. And then I have the full-size greenery, which is under my stairs now. And then what else do I keep over here? I think that's pretty much it. And then the rest is DIY supplies. And I was thinking about going through every single bin with the DIY supplies, but I haven't bought DIY supplies like from Dollar Store or Dollar Tree. Only maybe few for Christmas. Didn't buy any for winter or whatnot because I haven't really been DIYing since, like I said, since December. I just wanted to make sure that I went through a lot of my supplies before I went ahead and bought some. So I know that a lot of the bins don't have that much stuff. So I decided not to do that part now, since I'm pretty aware of what's in each bin, and most of the stuff I do find that I will be using. So once most of my floor was cleaned up, I moved on to getting stuff organized here on the desk. So I still have a lot of Christmas stuff out. So I just brought down my big Christmas bin that I keep all of my Christmas DIYs and supplies in, and I just made sure everything went in it. I have a big Christmas bin and big fall bin, because I do find that those are my probably most seasonal DIY supplies that I do. So I have a lot of supplies for that. So I have 2 big bins for it. Other than that, I divide my bins into wood, plastic, glass, paper, florals. I have pine cone bin, I have foam ball bin, and things like that. So that way, if I'm looking for wood dowels or wood beads or little wood signs, they're all in the same bin, and they're easier for me to find. I also sort my crafting supplies like paint, glue, spray paint, and things like that. I sort them by like material. So all of my acrylic paint is in one bin, all my chalk paint is in a different area, my glue is in one area, my spray paint is the other area. So I keep my glue sticks all together in one bin, so that way it's a little bit easier to find things. Also, I keep my hot tools in one bin, my paint bowls, paint cups, or anything like that in the other one. I keep all my brushes together. It just makes life a little bit easier, because if you're a crafter like me, I'm very messy crafter. I am not a neat crafter, and I need to know where things are, because the mayhem that I create while crafting, I need to have a little bit of order in it, if that makes sense. It was so nice to be able to finally see the floor. And the nice thing about having a cleared floor of all the stuff is that my dogs like to hang out with me wherever I am. Whatever I'm doing, they like to hang out with me, and it gives them a lot of space for them to lay down while I'm crafting. you have been watching my channel for a while and have watched my other craft room makeovers, then you probably noticed that I did put a smaller table here. I used to have a big fold-up table that was here, and it was just taking up way too much space, and I felt that I didn't need as much space for it as the size was giving me. So I did end up just using the small table from IKEA that I had in my daycare room, and it seemed to have worked a lot better. I do have to have a small table beside it to keep my paints and my glue sticks and all that stuff, so it's nice and handy right beside me. But as far as crafting surface, this is big enough. The day that I was filming this was actually my Dookie's 3rd birthday. He's a Bernese Newfie. He weighs about 150 pounds, and he's the sweetest boy ever. So we were doing a little celebration later on that day for him. Well, we were celebrating it by them getting a marrow bone as a special treat, and some other food items, because they are all about the food. So then I am going using this craft paper to cover up the table, because the table is there's cuts on it, there's all paint and stuff, and this just gives a nicer backdrop for the when I'm DIYing, for you to see the DIYs that I'm making. So it is done. Oh, I feel so good to be done. Oh, this was like my eyesore Monica room for, I think, since like mid-December. So I don't think I've crafted in here since beginning of December, maybe end of November. Anything else that I made was outside of the room, but I'm so glad it's ready for all new DIYs to be made in here. So I'm going to walk you through it a little bit. So I have this basket here for any dirty rags that I might accumulate. This basket I like to use for transporting crafts once they're done over to where I can take like final photos of them and stuff. And then here I just have all of my like tools. I forgot to put these on top here after I was done wiping. So I got my brushes, my scissors, my craft knife, my Cricut supplies, any other things that I might need. This rag is strictly for Duke's drool, because he likes to come and visit, and sometimes he's drooly, so I like to have these rags all over the house so I can just wipe him. Kind of gross, but life with the Newfie. And then okay, so then here is like my hot glue gun, and these are trays just when I'm gluing stuff. I can put them on. These are the cutting boards, silicone cutting boards from the Dollar Tree. Then I just have water, and then for paint and brushes I usually bring water so I can soak the brushes. And then I'm using that craft paper, for craft wrapping paper, for my backdrop. It just looks nicer than the white messy stuff that's underneath. And then as it gets dirty, I just get another thing set up. And then over here I've got my spray paint, my paint, and then my glue stuff. So all of my paint is in here, my spray paints are in here, and then my glue stuff's here. Then I've got my hot tools in here. Here are some Ziploc bags and odds and end bags, and then this is just extra bowls and stuff for paint. And I got some extra stuff here. This is my receipt box, painter's tape, and then some pens and stuff. And then all of my chalk paint and my wood stains are up here. And then here I have some of my scrapbooking stuff is in here, and then just scrapbooking stuff, and then some more painting stuff. And then here is the month of crafts that I plan and organize and set up. has changed significantly from before, the way that used to look like, where I was doing 3 DIYs a week, whereas now I'm down to 4 a month. And then down here I just have my solar with flowers, any type of greenery that I might use for DIYs, and then some wood pieces here, ribbon, also more extra just odds and ends pieces that I might use in my crafts, bigger wood pieces, and then underneath is just office stuff, and then my sanders down there as well. And then I just have all of my craft supplies on there. There's wood, there's plastic, all kinds of stuff. I have it all kind of divided into bins. And then this here is all decorating stuff that I pull when I decorate my house, as well as on there. And then the bottom has filler greenery, so the smaller pieces. So instead of putting them into big bin like that, where I have my big full-size pieces of greenery, I put the little ones in there. It's a little bit easier to find. My big signs, some fabric, more decor pieces. Those pillows, I am using the filling when I create new pillows. I have a lot of white birch apparently. I do like to use it in winter and fall, so I have that. And I think that's about concludes it. This has a lot of craft supplies, so extra paint, and then just odds and ends. Like I've got buttons, sequins, there's popsicle sticks, feathers, anything that I might need. This is like a leftover stuff from daycare still. And then I have also some a lot of pipe cleaners. And then down here is more of my scrapbooking stuff and my stamps and stuff like that. So that's that. This has my tax boxes and just some construction paper and overflow, and just that probably could you get organized a little bit better, but it's up there, it doesn't bother anybody, so I'm just leaving it. So that's it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this major extreme declutter and transformation, I guess. Maybe not extreme transformation, but extreme declutter. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Like I said, I would like to have an Instagram worthy craft room where all the furniture matches, all the bins match, everything looks so pretty and matchy, but that would cost me gazillion dollars to get it to there, whereas I'm just using overflow of furniture from all the other rooms, and it's working for me. I think it's working for me, so it is what it is for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.